Hello, welcome to The Window. My name is Amy and today I'm going to be babbling about The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. So if you haven't seen it already, I posted a spoiler-free book review on The Raven Boys, so check that out before you watch this one because that gives you sort of an overview of my feelings about this book. And if you watched it, you know that I adored it. So my memory's a little bit rusty about some of the finer details, but lucky I made some notes. And by notes, I mean 10, almost 11 pages worth of notes. I had a lot of feelings. I'll just warn you now, this is gonna be completely spoilery. If you've not read The Raven Boys and you want to avoid spoilers, just stop here, right here. Let's talk about the boys. First thing I want to talk about is Noah, because he is so cute and adorable, and when he pats Blue's hair, it's just, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I feel so bad for Gansey. People think he's conceited, but he's really self-loathing. He's always going on about how he's bad with words and how his words are getting him in trouble and hurting people, and he's trying to fix that in himself. And there was this line, I'll find it for you. It was so beautiful and heartbreaking. My words are unerring tools of destruction, and I've come unequipped with the ability to disarm them. Can you believe that I'm only alive because Noah died? What a fine sacrifice that was. What a fine contribution to the world I am. And I was just like, Gansey, you're so great. Why are you feeling this way about yourself? Like, I just want to give him a hug. He cares so much about these boys and he feels so responsible. Like when they go into Cave's water and he's like, what is this? What have I done? Where have I taken them? And he feels so responsible for them. And I just love that. He's so protective and he loves those boys. He really does. Now let's talk about Adam. I thought Adam's story was really beautiful, and he's so used to controlling himself and determining his own self and striving for that when he has no choice but to save his friend and lose that opportunity to stride out of his home independent and an independent man, I think something breaks in him, and that is what causes that desperation and that willing to sacrifice himself and his self-determination to the woods. And I thought that was really interesting because to a normal person, sacrifice isn't about the self, it's about something external or a life. But to Adam, what is most important to him is his ability to control himself and control his future and his destiny. And the fact that that was his sacrifice, I thought was really beautiful and very not typical of YA. Usually in YA they sacrifice themselves in the physical sense, that they're sacrificing their life for people they love or for a cause they believe in. And I think that really, once again, breaks him because it's something he's worked for so long and just is falling short of. Ronan is adorably grumpy. I don't have much else to say about Ronan except for that cliffhanger at the end. That he pulled Chainsaw out of his dreams. Like, what? Let's talk about Blue. Okay, Blue, not your average female protagonist. I liked that. I enjoyed that. She was great. I had no problems with her. Usually I don't tend to like female protagonists for some reason. I just find most of them really annoying. But not Blue. I thought she was fantastic. I loved her whole family. I think they were really interesting and all of them were very distinct from one another. I found that with the characters, they were all just very unique from one another, and they all had their little quirks and personalities that didn't feel like a caricature. Okay, there was one moment where I really identified with Blue because I'm also short. She's about 5 foot, I'm about 5 foot, and there was a moment, I'll just read it to you. Really, she didn't know if she'd truly like to find out more about the Pygmy Tyrant. She just liked the name because for a 5 foot tall girl, Pygmy Tyrant sounded like a career. I identified with that on a spiritual level. I also love the conflict between Gansey and Blue. I thought that was really fun, and how he affectionately calls her Jane towards the end. I love that. That's just like an in-joke, and I love in-jokes between characters. One character I forgot to talk about was Mr. Welk. Super insane and crazy, and I hate him, but I love to hate him, and that is the beautiful thing. when they find the bones and then they find the wallet and it turns out it's Noah. Like, what? What? Why? Why? And then he was all fading and his smudgy face. I just, oh, so sad. Oh, okay. Oh, the visions. And the fact they were all different. And Gansey and Blue in the vision. I don't ship it. Like, I don't necessarily ship Adam and Blue either, but I don't think I ship Gansey and Blue. I don't know. Oh, and then poor Adam and how he felt about his vision is just sad. It's so sad. I feel so much for these characters. I really do. And Caves Water, super creepy. That was the creep factor in this book. It's not the characters or death or things that happen to the characters, it's that wood. And also that moment where Noah is invisible at Caves Water and they come across his truck and he's riding in the fog on the windows. And that was super creepy because just imagine like you're just watching, looking at this car and then there's an invisible force writing words on the car. When they found Ronan's handwriting on a rock thing, giving them instructions, I thought that was super creepy. I think probably my favorite scene was when Gansey and Adam were in that car and they were fighting. I just felt so bad for the both of them and I just wanted to give them both a hug. I love scenes like that that make me feel something for the characters. So let's talk some more about Maggie Stiefvater's beautiful writing. Example 1. Ronan's smile cut his face. A smile is a happy thing, but for Ronan, who's so grumpy, it's sort of jarring. And then she's really good at juxtaposition. So it was a fine sunny day at the very beginning of June when they burned Noah's body. I think I could probably go on for hours about the Raven Boys. So if you wanted to talk about something specific in the comments that I didn't mention, because there's probably a lot of things I didn't mention that, I mean, there's 10.5 pages of notes that I took of things I loved and that made me feel something. So those are sort of just the highlights, I guess, of my opinions that I just wanted to get out. Let me know your favorite parts, your favorite characters, your favorite lines, your favorite things about the book, or the least favorite things about the book, or your least favorite characters. Before I think of another thing to talk about that's going to make this video even longer, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It just lets you know when I post a new video. And I hope you're having a lovely day and happy reading. Bye!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 pages.
Maybe I'll be able to fix it up in editing and create some sort of coherent structure, but I doubt it because I am having difficulty.